Hello again and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma. I also go by CoffeeVamp, and today we're customizing a Monster High doll. If my voice sounds funky, it's because I'm sick, so let's ignore that and keep on going. So this is the Draculaura doll that we will be using to make our little mini-me. I'm super excited. I'm going to start with removing the hair and face paint, and I'm really excited to try something new, something very detail heavy creative wise. I'm going to be making the hair from yarn, and let's get into it. So this isn't a tutorial because this is my first time doing this, but I know that to start I was cutting off majority of the hair, and then I was going to get as close as I could cut wise to pop off the head and then remove the glue and roots from it, so you'll see that. I also was really excited to do this because I have a friend who got very into this, and I feel like the idea of using what I've learned from illustrating and designing characters to create your own actual tiny person, if that makes sense, to use that skill to design this like fully fleshed out character is so satisfying. I did end up not using the fabric that you saw in the beginning because I took the outfit in a different direction, and I did end up not doing my tattoos. I might add them on later, but that felt a little too difficult to start with for me. I will say the part that drove me the most batty was trying to get the roots out from the hair. I ended up splitting her head open a bit trying to do that, which did make it easier to get them out. But I definitely think this is the worst part about customizing a doll, and the only thing that makes me not want to do it again. Like, I loved the process, but this part was just so tedious and so aggravating. So she did end up with a bit of a lobotomy, but we take care of it. Don't worry about it. So here she is all cleaned up. I didn't take all of the paint off the scalp because it's gonna get covered up with the hair anyway. And yeah, taking off the paint was really easy, and let's get started on hair. Okay, so next step is hair. So I have this lime green yarn to match mine, and I am combing it out to make some hair strands. And what's perfect is because the way the yarn is twisted, it has like a bit of a wave to it. It's not like fully curly, but it has a bit of a wave, which is perfect because so does my hair. So the texture is actually going to be really on point, as will the color. So I'm going to make a bunch of hair so that I can have wefts and do that, but I need to make the material to prep it. So as you see, it starts like uncurling as I comb from the bottom up. I feel like it makes more sense to do the face first, because it's probably easier without the bangs in the way. We'll see how that goes. I'll check in once we have hair. Okay, so here we are. I did Mr. Super Clear on her face to prep it. I closed it up with a hole from her lobotomy, and borrowed from a friend who paints miniatures this magnifying lamp so that I can do her face up. So let's get started on that. I'm gonna sketch it out with watercolor pencils first, and then go over it with acrylic gouache, and we'll see where we're at. All right, we've got the lamp plugged in. Dirty, I gotta clean it off, but that's okay. Pastels, watercolor pencils. Okay, so a lot of people that I had seen do this used the watercolor pencils to do majority of the coloring for the eyes, but I kind of wanted it to be a little more Okay, part of it is because I'm not a patient person waiting to do like 12 layers of something, and part of it was I wanted it to be really, really saturated. And I know you can get that with watercolor pencil, but again, I'm extremely impatient, and I just kind of wanted it to be painted and a little more painterly in style. I like how it looks painterly. I do think I would use thinner coats of gouache next time because I do think it came out a little too thick. But overall, I'm pleased with it. And so here is a time lapse. Excuse my head. I didn't realize I was leaning over so much throughout it. And we'll check in a bit.
Why?
So here is the finished face up. I am really happy with how it came out, considering it's the first time trying this. Like I said, I think the paint came out a little thick, but I love it. Okay, so I do want to put a gloss coat on her eyes and lips, but I'm going to do that after because I want to get started on the hair. And then I will... yeah, because I want to get some glossy Mod Podge because the one I had kind of went bad. So I want to get a new glossy Mod Podge. But for now, I'm going to use the matte to attach her hair and get started on that. So I have these wefts that I kind of made from the yarn. I'm going to cut the loops off, obviously, but got some fun hair. I've got that because I probably don't have enough. We're gonna try to make her hair look like mine. So it's gonna be a very short so it's gonna be a very short, floofy haircut to about here with full bangs. And we will see where we're at. And then we're going to, I have some patterns. We're going to try to make an outfit that is kind of similar to stuff that I have in my closet. And we will check in when she is no longer recovering from her lobotomy. Okay, so the hair and the glue associated with that are drying, so let's get started with this. I want to do a fitted mini skirt, so I'm going to, it's the wrong one. So I'm going to cut these out. I will link the patterns that I got below, and let's see if we can make a fun mini skirt from this stretchy pleather fabric that I had in my stash. So here is the pleather mini skirt, and then we've got the hair drying, and then I'm going to style it a bit better, but I wanted it to dry first so that it's in place before I start futzing around with it. And then the remains of several shirt attempts. So I was gonna customize the top she came with, hated it, made a tube top from the pleather from the skirt. I did Mr. Super Clear and painted the boots and made a little choker out of velvet ribbon. And let's go to the reveal. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our video with our lovely little lady who now sits dutifully on my desk. next to my iPad. So let's talk about what went right and what didn't. Also, excuse the lighting. It is nighttime and the lights in here are a little odd. So, also one of the lights is out. So, what went right, what didn't? I am really proud of how this came out. It actually came out better than I expected it to. So that's exciting. I'm very happy with it. I kind of want to do it again, but like a different design, like another customization. I kind of really liked it. It was really tedious, but it's so satisfying when it's done. I liked doing the hair with the yarn. I'm sure some people won't be into like the texture you get from it, but I really liked it. I really like that it has a bit of a wave, kind of like my hair. Well, my hair is a frizzy mess right now, but sometimes, normally my hair has a lot more wave to it, and it's a bit more curly and out of control. It's actually behaving today, but I also thinned it out. I know some people might not like the texture of it, but I really like the look of that it has like a bit of wave and a bit of body to it as opposed to just like straight. And I liked how the paint job came out on the face, but I know what I do to make it a bit smoother and like a little less painterly, although I don't dislike how it looks that way. I also learned a lot about making clothes for the doll. Obviously there's things I could improve there, but overall I think the hair came out good. I think the face up came out pretty good. I think the clothes look nice. I wish I had done a better job with them, but I think I will be tweaking the fur coat and maybe the top. I'll probably make her a different outfit at some point, but things that I learned, important things that I learned, things that didn't go as well. Taking the hair off, taking the hair out of the doll was heinous. I learned a lot about it for next time. It's rough. It's so rough. I think that was the hardest part. I learned a lot about how to do it in a way that made more sense. It was a lot of trial and error. I don't think I did as well with the clothing as I hoped, but I do think it looks good. I do want to try to improve the outfit later on. I like how the skirt came out. I'm happy with the skirt. The top's a little wonky and the jacket's a little wonky. I will try to fix the jacket. The jacket doesn't look as wonky though because it's super fluffy. I might also trim the fluff a little because it's kind of absolutely like it's all over the place, and maybe that way you see more of the silhouette of the jacket, but I kind of like that it's not a firm silhouette. I don't know. I'll adjust the clothes at some point. Those I'm not entirely happy with, but I am happy with how she looks overall, if that makes sense. I adore her. I still can't believe it came out as good as it did. I know she's not perfect, but she's so cute. She's just so cute. She's so cute. I love her. I kept the hat because I have a hat like this too. I do want to do another video with her where I make us matching outfits. If you want to see that, I'll probably do it anyway, but if you want to see it as a video, let me know in the comments down below. I have a pattern for me and for her figured out, and I already kind of got fabric, so like I'm gonna do it either way, but let me know if you want to watch it. And yeah, no, this was a very fun way to be creative, use, character design and illustration skills in a crafty way to make something that I normally wouldn't, and make something artistic where there's no like pressure to make it like an illustration I have to sell at a market, or like something for a client, or like it was just for me and you all to see. But for me, so it didn't matter if it came out, you know, stunning. It was nice to do something kind of just for fun, and I kind of want to do it again. Let me know if you liked it. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. You can keep up with me over on Instagram or my Patreon. The free tier has access to blog posts, newsletters, that kind of stuff. And I have a comics and mail tier if you'd like to show your support. I also have my shop open right now. So yeah, that's it. That's the video. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.